One of my pimp player passer partners down bad right now. He down bad right now. We going to Virginia. We in Virginia. We have a Virginia pastor who has been charged with allegedly sending sexual explicit images to a teenager. What is a teenager? To a teenager out here in these streets. Sending pictures in the nude to a teen. Shout out to me. Hold on. I gotta put my partner up here. My pimp player passer partner. Pimp player passer. He got waves and shit. Listen, he must have grew up when I grew up. He got waves. Is he a map? Yeah. Yeah, according to the age. According to this age, him is a map. Yeah. For real. He say, Willie, you right. You missed nothing, bro. He say, this is Maryland, home of the YNs and the YBs. I'm trying to tell you something wrong with these N-words out here in these streets. We have a pastor who is charged with allegedly sending explicit images to a teenager. Here we go.
A Northern Virginia Baptist minister is facing serious charges tonight, accused of sending explicit photos to a teenager he met after preaching to a church community in York County, Pennsylvania 18 months ago. Bob Barnard has the developing story for us tonight.
The man accused in this case is the pastor here at Crossroads Baptist Church. We've tried to reach out to him today without success so far. This is Pastor Kenny Baldwin preaching in a video posted on the church's YouTube page. The 47-year-old pastor is accused of sending nude photos to a teenage boy in Pennsylvania.
Shut your mouth. He 47, so he over 40. He grew up when I grew up. He's sending them pictures out to a boy.
Is accused of sending nude photos to a teenage boy in Pennsylvania starting around November of 2024. They reportedly met and exchanged phone numbers when Dr. Baldwin came to the then 15-year-old's church to give a sermon. The teen, now 17, is from York, Pennsylvania. Pastor Baldwin's church is here in Bailey's Crossroads. We've highlighted the two locations on this map. In court documents, the teen told a Pennsylvania state trooper Pastor Baldwin talked to him about masculinity and then sent explicit photos of himself multiple times a week for about a year. Then again, most recently in early June of this year. The trooper says some of those images have been saved as evidence and that Baldwin admitted to state police that he sent 15 images of his privates to the boy.
Damn, he said he did it. God, didn't I tell y'all, listen, talk to the Lord first. Bitch, don't be confessing nothing. Talk to the Lord first, and then talk to your lawyer. Well, talk to your lawyer, and then the Lord. It's one of the two, but don't talk to the police. Don't confess. Don't confess with your chest. Don't do that. And if you're gonna confess, you're supposed to confess in a room with a pass on the other side of something with the window or something. You don't. Hell wrong with you people.
It's rare to catch a person the first time they're engaged in something like this.
Fact.
So an investigation into this person, into their internet activity, there may be other victims of this pastor of doing likewise elsewhere. So this is a serious matter. And should be treated as such.
Pastor Baldwin is facing a number of felony and misdemeanor charges, including unlawful contact with a minor, corruption of minors, and indecent exposure. In a news release, Pennsylvania State Police say they have reason to believe Baldwin shared explicit images with other juveniles. Now, nobody here would speak to us about the case, but in a statement to Fox 5, Crossroads Baptist Church writes, "Please keep our ministry in your prayers as we seek to faithfully follow God's leading. Your prayers mean so much to us." Dr. Baldwin was arraigned in a Pennsylvania courtroom yesterday. He is free until his next court date next month.
Shout out to Simone for the $2 cash out. He say photos and prayer panties are real. There it is. Listen. Wait a minute, dog. Wait a minute. He said, yeah, man. I've been sending shit for like, you know what I'm saying? All of that right there with me, dog. Yeah, I sent all them with my arm up and shit. And I was wet in the shower and I was doing like that right here. Hell yeah, that was me. You probably just admitted strong. You see the waves? Bitch, you see the waves? In all my pictures, I got the waves. Do y'all know he been sending them things for over a year and he has been in communication with the teenager for 2 years? In my mind, that's a relationship. We have to also ask ourselves, so why now? So why now did the teenager tell? Why now did the teenager tell? And do y'all know what's just really crazy? I want all my pimp player passer partners to come on out the closet. Y'all need to come on out the closet. Hell, you can still preach. Do not get into it because you can still be called by God. Or can't you? I think that you can still be called by the Lord because they say that Lord will use anybody to get the word to you, right? So if he'll get anybody to deliver the word, then he will get a homosexual to deliver the word. And shout out to all the homosexuals because God made y'all. So, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. You say bribery, money. And this is why I also think that the minor needs to be charged.
When Dr. Baldwin came to the then 15-year-old's church to give a sermon.
He came to the then 15-year-old event and talked to the boy about a little bit of masculinity, you know?
The teen, now 17, is from York, Pennsylvania. Yeah. Pastor Baldwin's church is here in Bailey's Crossroads. We've highlighted the 2 locations on this map.
The boy is in Pennsylvania, right? York, Pennsylvania? What is the age of consent in Pennsylvania? Age of consent is 16. All right, so not too bad. Not too shabby. What is the age of consent in Virginia? 18. All right, so, damn, but he met him when he was 15. All right, whoa. Okay, so if he met him when he was 15, what if he didn't start to do or send anything until he turned 16? Huh? Remember, it's 18 where the passer at. In Pennsylvania is where the minor at. Passer may get off.
Reportedly met and exchanged phone numbers when Dr. Baldwin came to the then 15-year-old's church to give a sermon. The teen, now 17, is from York, Pennsylvania. Pastor Baldwin's church is here in Bailey's Crossroads. We've highlighted the 2 locations on this map. In court documents, the teen told a Pennsylvania state trooper Pastor Baldwin talked to him about masculinity and then
Why would he talk to the state trooper, though? How did the state trooper get involved? So he got off all right, okay? I did it. Hold on. Your affidavit is a trooper with the Pennsylvania State Police Station, Troop J, York assigned to the criminal, yada, yada, yada. So on 6/26, so that's this year, the York received a call regarding a juvenile victim, LPK, who has been receiving nude photographs from his pastor, Kenneth, starting around November 2024. They say these images. Okay, so the picture started around November 2024. Damn. I wonder, when did he get the first pic, though? When did he get the first pic? When he was 15 or 16? These images were sent through a WhatsApp. The WhatsApp has been in effect since 2024? Or when did Facebook buy WhatsApp? You say, Willie, because it's between states. Well, he's son. Well, hold on. At approximately 2100 hours, they interviewed the teen. To say also present for the interview was his parents. The interview took place at their residence, related that he was 17 years of age as of 26. Bowen is approximately 47 of age. Bowen is employed through the Crossroads Baptist Church and in Virginia and is the lead pastor at the church. And LRK explained that they met at his church. Where they met at his church, which is 18 consent, but he didn't do anything at the church. Baldwin came to the LP church give a sermon, and after the sermon, he exchanged phone numbers. I think that was the problem. Well, is that really a problem if you like in church and a pastor get teenagers phone numbers, because a lot of times they do like prayer things and stuff like that right there, right? The team related around November 2024, himself and Baldwin exchanged phone numbers. Okay, but when did the messages start?
Explicit photos of himself multiple times a week for about a year.
Hold on.
Masculinity. And then sent explicit photos of himself multiple times a week for about a year.
Okay, so for about a year. This is 26. He met at 24. He didn't start sending the pics until 25 then. And if he was 15 when they met, a year later, he would have been 16. I'm just saying.
Then again, most recently in early June of this year.
And he sent it this year, which he was 17. The age of consent is 16 in PA.
The trooper says some of those images have been saved as evidence, and that Baldwin admitted to state police that he sent 15 images of his privates to the boy.
It's rare.
Yeah, that's my meat. Look at it. Don't it look nice? He probably out there trying to hit some blessed. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to share my blessings.
To catch a person the first time they're engaged in something like this. So an investigation into this person.
Not until he sent the pictures to a child. Doesn't matter when they met or where. It was between states. Oh, so you can't say, oh, wait, but. So you saying that you can't send explicit photos to a child, even though the age of consent, if he was sending past the age of consent? Is that what you're telling me? Or is it just he broke the law because he sent pictures to a child? You say Pastor ain't no dummy. Pastor ain't no dummy. You say he got his number for youth ministry. That makes sense. That make a whole bunch of sense right there to me. You know what I'm saying? But you say Pastor was on that dope heavy. Lizzie is on that sexual dope. Is that what you want? Look. Pastor look like he be preaching too. Talk to him, Pastor. Give it to him, Pastor. You say if you forget he was in a position of charge and power like a teacher, and or did not. Now I can understand that part of it. I can understand, well, he was in a position of power. I get that part right there. All right, I'm with you on that right there. But I don't think. Do y'all think that he'll get charged with not being a pedo because he's older than a pedo? Sexual something. Or I guess sending explicit photos would just be the charge then. I guess that's all that they can get out on. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that he had to put his name on a registry. I don't think he got to put his name on the registry though. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, cool. Listen. And again, if y'all just coming on in, man, tell all my pimp player pastor partners, man, if y'all is in the closet, come on out, dog. It's down to 27 right now. It's down to 27. Don't nobody care. Listen, because if you can deliver that word in a way that is attractive, you're going to have a congregation. Believe that. You say, well, I thought the position of power is only for a job or something in the government. Well, I think that they will say that a pastor is in the position of power. Yes, because he's like the leader. He's the end all be all. He is the connect to God. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. A pastor is in a position of power now. Yeah. He said, Pastor, that say he going down. Listen, he not finna lose. He not finna lose his congregation. Notice. Listen to the words that the congregation, that the church use.
Now, nobody here would
Watch
speak
this.
to us about the case, but in a statement to Fox 5, Crossroads Baptist Church writes, "Please keep our ministry in your prayers as we seek to faithfully follow God's leading."
Y'all caught that? Please keep our ministries in y'all prayers as we seek to faithfully follow God's leading. Y'all do know that they saying that they still finna follow they leader. Huh? Just in my opinion, I do believe that that statement is saying that they still finna follow they pastor. But y'all got to pray for us, though, that we may be doing like the right thing. Please keep our ministry in y'all prayers. Pray for pastor as we seek to faithfully, come on now, as we seek to faithfully to continue to follow God's leading. Although they didn't put continue, but faithfully follow God's leading. The pastor is leading for God. Huh? Say, is he a registered pastor or a prison pastor? Bam! We don't know just yet, but he has been hired by the church. He got waves. He got waves hired by the church. So listen, man. I want them good people to keep their pastor. Let me y'all keep y'all pastor, because you don't want a new one. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn the pastor and all that shit. And all of y'all who have been getting peed in by pastor and, you know what I'm saying, doing things behind closed doors for pastor, and now you got to do it with a new pastor. If y'all lose this pastor, then you won't get the same privileges that you had with this pastor with the new pastor. Like, because privileges don't just transfer over to the new pastor unless you giving it up the way that you was giving it to this pastor. It's just a whole bunch of going on. So y'all just keep doing what y'all doing. Shout out to my pimp player pastor partner. And again, if y'all is behind closed doors, if you're homosexual, come out and tell us you're homosexual. And then start preaching. Don't nobody give a hoot. Move right along. I ain't gonna even want to tell you.